This right here would be my best find of the year. Got it from the recent Collaro sample sale, and if you're into custom menswear, I'm sure you've heard of Collaro. They are based out of Singapore, they do custom shirts, trousers, suits and outerwear, and the sample sale was basically selling all that, but at heavily discounted prices. Anyway, thought I'd do a quick review of this jacket for those of you thinking of commissioning something similar from Collaro. Although I will say that you shouldn't expect this exact level of quality because this is from their sample sale after all. It's probably one of their prototypes, but hopefully this video will give you a general idea of their quality. Okay, so what we have here is a safari jacket in this heavyweight tan cotton drill. Collaro says it's sourced from Korea, and first impression is that it's super dense. Feels like it's around 14 ounces and also a bit stiff like raw denim, so won't be surprised if it fades over time too. I'd say it's more of an early spring late fall piece, but that won't stop me from wearing it because it's actually perfect for the air-conditioned buildings in Singapore. Anyway, don't want to go too much into the fabric because it's not offered on their website, so in terms of style, the jacket features 4 flat pockets with a center box pleat detail and an open collar. It's a classic look, kinda reminds me of vintage British safari jackets, but if that's too colonial for your liking, there are plenty of other configurations to make it look more modern. On the inside, there's a hidden elastic drawstring to cinch the waist. Hardware feels pretty solid, and there's also an inner pocket. As far as I know, the inner pocket isn't an option on the website, but I believe Collaro would be able to include it if you ask for it. Likewise for the box pleat on the back, which looks unconventional on a safari jacket, so I would have gone for an inverted pleat. Then again, this is from a sample sale. I only paid about 100 USD, so can't complain too much about it. In terms of construction, the jacket is made like a shirt. Some loose threads and manufacturing defects here and there, but I wouldn't say it's an accurate reflection of their quality, but more likely the reason it was on the sample sale rack in the first place. Other than that, everything else is well made. You've got sturdy felt seams like what you see on high quality shirts, as well as a high stitch density on all the seams. On a thick fabric like this, the benefit of a high SPI is marginal, but I must say the 20 SPI on this lends the jacket a more refined, sophisticated look. And like my other Collaro shirts, there's a soft interlining to prevent the placket from collapsing, except in this case for some reason it's only on the upper half of the placket. Okay, moving on, the buttons. They are made from horn and are shanked. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know I like a good shank button, and on this, it's definitely one level higher. Like literally. It's much more raised like what you typically see on suit jackets, which makes for a smooth buttoning experience. And the impressive part is that it's not just sewn like that on the front buttons, but also on all 4 pockets. Honestly, shank buttons are my simple pleasures in life. Other hand-sewn details include a hand-sewn label, hand-sewn buttonholes, and hand-sewn bar tags at the hem. Even the areas where nobody will look at, like the holes where the elastic waistband is, are hand-sewn. I've already asked Collaro, and the unfortunate thing is that apart from the shank buttons, all these other hand-sewn details aren't available on their outerwears, which I guess brings home the point that if you're able to, you should always go to sample sales because you never know what gems you'll find. The jacket fits a tad slimmer on my chest than I would have liked, partly due to the thick fabric, but again this isn't custom, so I'm just thankful it fits okay everywhere else. The shirt-like construction makes it easy to layer, especially with casual tailoring. I can see myself wearing it with knitted polos, pleated shorts and sandals, and if I want a smarter look, it'll be something along the lines of an OCBD, pleated trousers and boots. So 100 bucks for a jacket of this quality is definitely a steal, but I just want to remind you that you should only buy what you like and not just because something is on sale. I guess what you really want to know is whether they are worth it at full price. Well, I've been scoring sample sale deals for a while now, not just from Collaro, and that has worked well for me so far, so can't say I'll be commissioning anything from them at full price anytime soon. That's it with their outerwears starting from about 270 USD. They are not exactly cheap, but I'd say it's a fair price if this jacket is any indication. It's a well-made garment, so if you have the means and the desire, I'd say they're worth a shot. Otherwise, if you are a cheapskate like me, there's no shame in sample sales. Until next time, stay subtle.